I usually don't show my face on this channel, but given the subject matter, I'm willing to make an exception. When I was 16 years old, I found out about a little show called Home Movies. At first, I really thought nothing of it because, well, sometimes I just have some of those shows where, like, I'll be interested in it very briefly and then just kind of move on to something else. But Home Movies was different. For years, I had been somewhat of a staple in the South Park fandom for making poorly written, poorly edited, poorly thought out tributes in honor of the late Mary Kay Bergman. In which that I apologize for not thinking a lot of those tributes through. And in the future, I will do better. But, that's a can of worms for another day. But over time, Home Movies became more than just a show that I just so happened to hear about and watch a few episodes. I became invested in all things related to that show. I really thought I would that my favorite character would be like Melissa or Paula, maybe even Brendan. But you all know how that turned out. When I first joined the fandom, I saw that really nobody talked about the show that much. I'm like, that's a shame. This is a great show. A lot of people should know about it. Which, given the time it was released and Home Movies jumping from UPN to Adult Swim, I can sort of understand why most people didn't know about it these days. So, 16-year-old me wanted to change that. Enter Home Movies Revamped, a fan series solely as more of a fan continuation and passion project. My goal for this show was to sort of be like Home Movies, but put it in a modern day perspective. Like, have the characters use smartphones and just modern gadgets that aren't like video cassette cameras like Brendan had that unfortunately broke because he wasn't careful about filming when he was having his head stuck out of the car window. So that was the main premise of Revamped. Home Movies, but modern. And, well, a few other Home Movies related side projects came along the way. Like the Budsies, as well as that Shannon cake I got for my 17th birthday that year, but that is something I only really bring up on that particular day. So, Revamped used to be very consistent in uploads, because me and my dad were the only people animating for that show at the time. And then my best friend Mel, who voices Dwayne and Jimmy Monet in the show, he came along and started animating for episode 8. And as some of you all know, episode 8 took almost 2 years to fully produce and upload. Which is sort of related to the topic of this update. That schedule of consistency for Home Movies Revamped, it's gone. It's just gone. And I'm not saying Home Movies Revamped is canceled, because, it's not. It's my bread and butter. It's the show that got me to where I am today in both the fandom and on pretty much social media outside of YouTube. People on the internet in the fandom recognize me as the Shannon fan, the Home Movies Revamped girl, that one girl with the Home Movies plushies. That's basically my trademark, per se. But Revamped, episodes won't be as consistent as they used to be. By that, I mean it could be a long time before the next episode ever comes to air. That's because I am no longer the main animator for the show anymore. I have hired 3 animators to work on the show. That being Mel, and 2 other people that reached out to me through Discord and Twitter specifically. These 3 people will be animating for the show from episode 9 onwards. As for me, I'm just going to be a storyboard artist for the show because this was my own choice, because I want Home Movies Revamped to look like home movies. And you've seen my artwork. It's far from looking like the original source material. Even if I tried, even if I was held at gunpoint, I still wouldn't be able to make Home Movies fan art or revamped episodes look like the original project. So I've hired 3 animators, not counting my dad, because, you know, I'm pretty much stuck with him every day, so, and he doesn't animate unless he voices McGurk or Mr. Lynch, so those are the only times he animates, is if it's for McGurk or Lynch, or Flatfoot, according to this guy. I'm still going to be a voice actor for the show. I'm still going to do Melissa, Nova, Paula, and a few other characters that I haven't voiced yet. Like somebody who will be getting his own, not exactly revamped episode, but more of a special of sorts that I made a trailer for, but I haven't really gotten to, like, working on it. I kind of have to tweak the script for that a little bit, because some of the jokes kind of repeat itself, and sometimes the pacing's a bit slow, so I gotta work that out before I actually make this special. It's coming, just not yet. So, to put it short, Revamped is still in production. Episode 9 has been in production since the beginning of January of this year. I haven't gotten to working on any storyboards past scene 1 yet, because I've been busy with other projects. I've been busy with, like, Life in Animal Crossing. Somehow, you know, that's not dead. I have been working on Home Movies Plush Adventures, which is getting a bit of a mini-series to premiere its 3rd season, and most of that filming is taking place at my college class, which I have twice a month. Yeah, that's basically it. I've mostly been really busy with other projects and haven't really had time to focus on Revamped. But I have been keeping in contact with, like, the new animators, and one of my friends who's going to be a thumbnail artist for the show for me. So shout out to him. If you're seeing this, Will, this is your shout out. So, yeah, Home Movies Revamped isn't going anywhere. It's simply just going to take a longer time to produce episodes, because I have animators with varying amounts of time that it usually takes to animate a scene. And just in general, all of us have our own lives that we need to take care of, and Revamped is just one show. It will eventually get new episodes. It just won't be as consistent as it used to be when I first created it. But until then, you can watch some of my other projects. You can watch Home Movies Plush Adventures. You can check out some of the posts I occasionally make on the Home Movies subreddit, where I update if I've, like, ordered a new plush. And by the way, my plush collection for the Home Movies characters will soon be drawing to a close, either late this year or early next year. All I need is Walter and Perry, which I'll be ordering in July, because Budsies has this big 25% off sale, and ordering 2 plushies at once is going to be a lot more expensive than the usual price that I pay for, which, you know, I really don't mind at all. Then I need Fenton, who I'll order probably this year, varying on, you know, the circumstances, like, depending on when Walter and Perry get here. But the last character, I'm gonna keep a little bit of a surprise. Any close friends who have already told who the character is, please do not spoil it in the comments for everyone. But all I can say is this character is a very weird individual. And no, it's not Mr. Lindenson. That was a guess that somebody on the whole movie subreddit made. It's not. Though I have a couple characters that almost made it to my list, which I think I'll save for a video commemorating my collection being complete, where I will be showing all the plushies I've gotten over the past 3-4 years, depending on when I complete the collection, and, you know, my experience with Budsies in general, and some of the characters that really never made the final cut. So, thank you all for being patient and giving your continued support on Home Movies Revamped, and just my channel in general. It really means the world to me that all of you watch my videos and my fan series, and you guys watch Home Movies Plush Adventures, even though that's really not as popular as Revamped, but it will be someday, hopefully. Good words cannot explain how much I love and appreciate all of you guys for supporting me, either if you've been with my channel since its humble beginnings in 2017, or even, like, you know, very recently with Home Movies Revamped and the plush videos and just content I make in general. I cannot thank you enough, and your support is what keeps me going with making all these videos. And there are really no signs of me stopping anytime soon. So, as most YouTubers would say at the end of their video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.